Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is coconut crumble. I'll be having that with chocolate caramel creamer, and I already know it's good because I've had it many times before. And the coconut crumble is from Ollie's in the donut cafe. Is it cafe? Let me look. Yeah, Donut Cafe coffee pack. So anyway, today is going to be 82. It's cloudy. We're supposed to get some more rain. We could use a little more rain because we went through a little drought period there for a while. So I'm enjoying the cloudier, rainier days. It's nice for doing things in the house, getting things done. And also, if you want to go somewhere, you don't have to say, well, it's so nice out, I really just want to be outside instead of going somewhere. So on a rainy day, that's always nice. It's a good time to go do your grocery shopping or whatever other shopping you have going on. So I'm planning on staying home today. Within the next couple days, I have to go visit my mom. I talked to her yesterday. She was doing just splendid, which always makes me happy. So, but I do need to get over there and for a visit. And I'll take her out somewhere and maybe we'll have a meal out, or I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm glad I got my coffee bar here all finished, since I use it every single day, sometimes a couple times a day. Usually in the afternoon I'll have a cappuccino, which is really tasty. I almost like that better than coffee. But, so yeah, I use my coffee bar quite a bit. Doggy drinking water. So I'm enjoying just sitting in my dining room. I'm looking around and seeing what I like. It's very peaceful in there, and especially when I can open my sliding door, it's really nice because it's almost like I'm sitting outside. So even on rainy days, I can sit in there and it'll feel like I'm outside. I don't have a covered deck. I wish I did. I've thought about how I could put an inexpensive cover on my pergola. I was thinking about some of that rippled, what is it, poly something. I thought maybe that might work. I have to talk to my deck guy when he does the deck to see if maybe he could put something like that up on top of the pergola. So cheers. It's very full. So I've got my little garden cup again, and it says, see if I can read it. Some people like to make a little garden out of life, and that is me. So I think they made this cup just for me. But I got that at Savers, and it was, I think, $2.49 or something like that. Anyway, it was well worth the cost, whatever it was. So coffee's very tasty. I like that combination of chocolate creamer and toasted, not toasted coconut. But anyway, the two together are good. The coconut and the chocolate. So the birds are screaming out there. I have to go check my bird feeder and see if I need to refill it. I usually fill it up once every week. And I get a lot of blue jays and cardinals and little chickadees. Those are the birds that I get the most often. So being right on the edge of the woods, the little tiny woods, makes it nice because there's always a lot of birds. So I hope they never cut down that little woods that's behind my house. It's not really a lot that is buildable. I suppose you could build there if you wanted to, but I think the association owns that. So I would be really, really upset if they cut that woods down. So, but that happens all the time. People go buy houses, and then the developers come in behind their house or next to their house and mow everything down, and then all you're looking at are everybody else's backyard. And that would make me very sad, because even though I live in a big community, it still has a woodsy feel to it. And I planted a ton of trees in the common area when I first moved in here, because otherwise I wouldn't have any pine trees or anything back there. So I planted all those myself when I moved in here 20 years ago. And I'm so glad I did, because it makes it very, very woodsy feeling. I feel like I live in the woods, but yet I live right in a development, but it doesn't feel like it in my backyard. So I'm going to see if I can get in the mood to paint those few things that I need to paint in my dining room. We'll see about that. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I will meet you at the budget book. Okay, here I am back at my budget book. Well, yesterday I did spend money. I get a big red X. I went on Amazon and I ordered some tacks, some fancy upholstery tacks, because what I want to do in the dining room is cover up all those ugly notebooks. Well, they're not ugly, but you know, they just don't go with the vibe of the room. So what I want to do is cover all those up with a cloth, some kind of a curtain, and I've decided I can't use a tension bar because they're two separate cubbies, and the tension bar wouldn't fit on the inside of the things. I don't even think you can get tension bars that are that small, but even if you could, I would need two curtains. So that won't work. So what I'm going to do is take a strip of Velcro, put it on the top of the cloth and the cubbies, and then on top of that I'm going to put some decorative tack nails or whatever you call them, just to hold it in place. And then all I have to do is lift up the curtain to get my notebooks. What I have in those notebooks are a couple of homemade cookbooks that I printed up, you know, my income tax papers go in there, whatever I need to save, I put it in there. So, but it's not real nice to look at, so I want to cover that up. So I ordered those, and they were like $6. So I'm waiting for them to arrive. They'll come today. And I ordered a bigger strip of wallpaper so that I can hang up one strip in the living room and see if I like it before I commit to buying all the wallpaper for the room. Anyway, that was like $7. So I didn't spend a whole lot, but I'm just planning ahead a little bit and gathering things that I need for whatever projects I have on my list of things to do. So how are you guys doing with your budget books? Do you have budget books, or do you track your stuff another way, or do you just throw caution to the wind and just, do what it is you need to do? That's what I used to do. I never had a budget book up until just a few years ago. I made several attempts on a computer, but I never stuck with it because I found that to be a pain in the butt, because every time I wanted to write something down, I had to turn on the computer and do that. So for me, a paper and pencil budget book works the best, and it's the one that I've been able to maintain for the longest amount of time. So, all right, well, that's it on my budget book. I still have things in my Amazon cart that I want to think about if I want to buy or don't want to buy. Most of the things that are in there are functional, but still, sometimes if you're organizing and decluttering, you find something else that works just as well, and then you don't have to buy whatever it is you were thinking of buying. And a lot of times I will take things from my cart and put them in my wish list, and then every now and then I look through my wish list and I delete things that aren't pertinent anymore to the point I am at whatever point in life I'm at. So, okay, when I go on Amazon, I just don't shop around for random things. I go there searching for a specific thing that I want to buy. So that way, I don't buy a lot of stuff that is impulse. Yeah, that's how I do it. I just specifically go on Amazon. Same thing with Walmart. Mostly Walmart, I just get groceries, and I have certain things that I like, so I don't look around there to see what else I can buy. So actually for me, shopping online and having it delivered now is cheaper than if I go into the store. Because if I go into the store, I look around, and then I find this or I find that I didn't even know that I wanted or needed. So, yeah, I just prefer to do things shopping online. I get good deals, in fact, sometimes the deals are way better than what I could get if I went physically into the store. Now, the only stores that I physically go into anymore are Ollie's and Mark's, and Aldi's. Aldi's, I actually go to the store and shop. And a lot of times that's taking my mom shopping. So, but those are really the only, sometimes Big Lots. I'll go into Big Lots sometimes too, but not very often. And it's usually if I'm looking for a specific thing. But, there are things there that I like and that I will buy. But I really enjoyed my trip to Kirtland's. I would definitely go there again, but not for quite a while, maybe around the holidays, because right now, to go there every couple weeks, it's the same inventory, and I don't need to look at it over and over again. So sometimes retail stores like that, it makes more sense to just go 2 or 3 times a year and see what's new. So that's how I keep a handle on my shopping, because I am known to overshop at times, but I don't do that anymore. Very rarely. So, okay, well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee now for a little bit and look at my to-do list and see what I feel like doing today. And I'll be back.
What are you doing, silly girl? Are you upside down? Are you upside down? Rolling around there? You made a hole in my sheet. That's what you did with your digging. Yep. Are you a smiley girl? Look at you, silly. Look at you, silly. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Oh, you're such a good girl. Snort, snort, snort. Oh, Lizzie. Are you jealous because I'm petting Chloe and not you? Ah, boy. All right, there they are, the Three Musketeers. All right, well, I had a little piece of wallpaper left over, and I just wanted to see how I think I would or would not like it. So I just tacked it up there, and I think I'm going to really like it. So I don't know. What do you think? I want to do this whole wall in the faux brick wallpaper up to there. I think that'll look nice. It'll give the room a rustic, warm look, and since I have a lot of boho going on here anyway, I think that'll look super. So, I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. My whole living room is a dog bed. I took bits and pieces of everything soft that I could find and stuck it all together. And they love this. If you're wondering why I have this on top of this chair, it's because this gal will jump up here with her whole weight to try and look out the window. So this keeps her off the chair because this chair was not expensive and it would totally fall apart with her weight. So that's why that's there. And this one's there because Lizzie's too short and she's got to jump up that way, or she'll jump up that way. But yep, my whole living room is one big dog bed. But that's okay. I don't really mind. When I have company, I take these things away and clean the couch from the hair, and then people can sit on it. And then this comes down here, and people can put their feet on the stool. So, yep, life with dogs. So this is the corner where I put my Christmas tree, and this is the stool that I use. And I just put the tree skirt. It's just long enough. It covers part of the Christmas tree base, and it just hits the floor. It's perfect. And this stool is adjustable, so I can put it up or down, whatever I need. But that will be very easy, a nice easy corner. I can put all the faux gifts down here. Hello. Hello. And then the Christmas tree will go right there, and I don't have to move a bunch of stuff. I'm just waiting for her to bark, because she's looking out the window, and there she is. I'm relaxing here with my cup of coffee. Cheers. So what I'm doing this morning, I'm just going over my little notebook, and I'm trying to set up. My goal is to, of course, continue to declutter and organize. And I want to get my house to the point where everything that I use is accessible. rather than tucked away everywhere. Now, I don't want everything out in display, but I do want everything easy to get to. Like some of the baskets that I had in my pantry, when I put everything in containers, I couldn't put everything back in the pantry because the containers, of course, took up more room than just having bags of stuff. So I used to keep my baskets in there, the ones that I use, when I entertain. And they were easy to get to, but I didn't have room for those anymore. So what I've done now is I've put them on top of my refrigerator, and I also have some glass bowls up there. So I put them up there with the glass bowls, and it looks nice. Let's see if I can get it. I don't know, can you see that? There we go. So the glass bowls and the baskets go real well together, and I can get to them easily so that when I entertain, I'll still be able to get what I need. So I'm doing things like that, but what I'm also doing is setting up a tentative plan for the rest of the year. I mean, we're almost to the end of July now, another day to go. So my goal for July was to work in the dining room, but I was late to the party. I didn't start this process until a couple weeks ago. So now that I'm a little more organized in my head as to how I want to progress, I decided to do one room a month. So the dining rooms project was for July, and it'll probably go a week or so into August, but that's okay. And in August, I plan on finishing up the kitchen. Now, I already did the coffee bar because it was kind of hand in hand with the dining room. But in the kitchen, I still have the island that I want to put together and switch that out. And I have this cupboard down here that I need to go through again. I have way too much cookware. I don't use it all. I don't use big pots and big pans, and I don't need several of each of those. I really only need one because I really don't entertain much anymore. And for the holidays, sometimes we still come here for Christmas Eve, but I've simplified that way back. I don't make meat anymore, so I make maybe something like chili or lasagna, and I'll put plant-based things in it, and my family seems to like it. They don't seem to mind. So I've simplified the holiday meal. I do a lot of appetizers, and everybody brings something, and then I have one main meal, maybe a salad with it. But I used to cook so much for the holidays. I would make at least a couple of different meats, side dishes. I mean, it was a big project. And I can't do all that anymore. I don't want to do all that anymore because I found that what was happening was I was spending all my time cooking and cleaning up, and the family would be having fun, and I'd be at the sink or at the stove doing whatever it was I was doing, and I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to spend the time with my family instead of cooking everything. So I've simplified the holiday meals to a very, very simple process. and I don't dread the holidays anymore because of it. And then I know I've mentioned several times that I have an account for holidays and birthdays that I put $100 a month into. So when that comes around, I'll have everything that I need money-wise to give gifts to my family. And that's going to just take away so much stress, because the last few holidays, especially when I was trying to pay off my debt, and then on top of it, the holidays came around, so I'd add more debt to the debt I was trying to pay off. And it's like, I can't keep doing this. This is just counterproductive to everything that I want to do. So I think I've got a handle on that now, and I'm looking forward to the holidays this year. I've simplified the decorating. I have a place for my Christmas tree where I won't have to move a bunch of furniture and knickknacks around. I can just put my tree up and then do some other decorating. But I've really simplified that too, because I used to go all out for the holidays. I mean, I had teddy bears that I used to make a winter scene with, Christmas trees. I decorate a big Christmas, not huge, but a big Christmas tree. Now I just keep my little Christmas tree decorated. I put it in the basement, still decorated. It's small enough that I can bring it back up all decorated. And all I do is I put it on a tall stool, and then I put the skirt, the Christmas tree skirt around the stool, and it almost looks like a tablecloth, and it really looks nice, and it makes the tree look much more substantial than what it is. And it's a slim tree, so it doesn't take up a big huge bunch of real estate, and it looks really nice, and I'm happy with it. I keep mini Christmas lights up all year round on my mirror in the living room, and I really enjoy that. It adds a nice warm feeling to the living room, so I don't need to put lights up there, but I do have extra lighting that I put up for the Christmas season. So, and another thing that I do is I have some really nice Christmas boxes that I put under the tree. And, they're the kind that you don't need to wrap them. They're just nice Christmas scenes and stuff like that. So that's part of my decor for Christmas. I put it all around the tree, because most of what I give my family is money. I give them money and then a gift, or 2 small gifts. So it's not like it used to be. Oh my gosh, I would spend literally days wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. So anything now, I put it all in a Christmas shopping bag. Mark sells them for like $1 every year. And any gifts that I have, I wrap in tissue paper and I stick them in the shopping bags, and each person gets their own bag with whatever goodies I decide to give them. And it is just so much easier than, wrapping and wrapping. So anyway, that's how I'm doing Christmas from here on in. I've been doing that wrapping in the bags now for 2 or 3 years, and it worked great. And it consolidates everybody's gift to one bag. So I've been doing that, and I still have the look of presents under a tree. by using the empty boxes. And I can use those year after year after year. So that's what I'm doing for the holidays this year. I've already purged a ton of Christmas decorations out of my garage attic. But now that I'm doing things this way, I can get rid of a lot more. I mean, there's some really, really nice, I kept the really nice Christmas things. You know, the junky stuff I got rid of. But I have a nativity scene that my mom made. She went to a ceramic place, and you know, where you can buy the figures and you paint them. And it's just beautiful. It's very classic. It's all done in white with gold accents. And then I found a manger, and it's really, really pretty. And I put it on my fireplace mantle, and I light that up. So the stuff on the fireplace does need to find a home for the Christmas season, but that's really the only place. So I treasure that because she had made that and sent it to my grandmother in Germany, who used it all the time. And then when my grandma died and my mom had to go over and take care of her things, she brought it back and she gave it to me. So it'll be an heirloom for my family. I'll pass it on to whoever wants it. They can decide. But anyway, so there's some things that I have still Christmas decor up in my attic that I really, really still like. So I may keep that for now, and then if my kids want it later down the road, they can have it to decorate their house. Or if not, then, you know, it's all packed up in tubs, so then they can just take the tub and donate it. But, yeah, so anyway, I don't know how I got on this tangent for Christmas, but anyway. Back to my original subject. So every year until I get it done, I want to do one room or one spot. Like I'll do the garage before winter sets in, and I'll probably do that in September, finish that up so I can get my car in there. I already started it and did quite a bit out there in the garage, but I still have one wall of things to go. So I'll do that in September, and then I'll progress on from there. I'll do each of the bedrooms, one each month, and anyway, I'm giving myself a month to do each room. That way, or each section, that way I'm not super stressed about everything having to be done at once. And if there's a place that's a mess, and believe me, I have several of those places, I don't stress about it now, because it's like you're going to get to it in November, or you're going to get to it in October, or whatever month I decided that I'm marking down each month, and then what I want to accomplish in that room or section, and that's what I'm doing. So in 12 months, you can get a lot done, and I'm hoping that by next year, my to-do list will be fairly small. So I've done most of the major house repairs already. The deck will be done in October, and at that time I'll be breaking down my garden and also covering up all the things on my deck. I don't bring that stuff inside. I cover it with big, huge garbage bags, or I have covers that I bought, but those don't last forever either. But I've been doing that for years, and everything is still in primo shape. So that's what I do with the garden, and I'll break that down in October while he's doing the deck. So lots of plans, but sometimes if you have a lot to do, like I do, because this is a transitional period for me. I'm going from, okay, I can do this and I've got a lot that I can do, to a period where I either can't do this anymore or I don't want to do this anymore, and I want to enjoy my retirement. So that's what I'm doing, and I think if I give myself a year or maybe a little bit more, that I'll be able to achieve that, and I won't feel like everything is closing in on me at once, because everybody's in line for whatever month that I'm going to be taking care of that. And hopefully I'll still stay in good shape, and you know, sometimes medical things happen, but I at least want to stick the course as best that I can. So let me know how you manage your to-do list. Are you all over the place? See, I tend to do that because focusing on this or that, I tend to go, oh, okay, well, now I'm here and there. It's almost like adult attention deficit. I'm like all over the place. So by doing this and looking at my to-do list, and I don't break it down to every day I have to do this and then I have to do that. I just keep it as a general month thing, and that way I have days where I don't feel like doing anything, so I don't. And then I'll do it the days that I do have time and that I do want to do whatever it is. So, yeah, let me know what you do, how you manage your list. Are you in a transitional period, or do you have everything done the way you want it? Because sometimes it changes. You know, you could be a really go-getter person and, you know, really get everything done, and then something might happen and, you know, you have to readjust your thinking and the things that you can do. So, all right, my friends, that's really all I have for you today. I'm going to get busy and finish my coffee, and maybe I'll work on a couple things, simple things today in the dining room. And if I get something accomplished, I'll show you tomorrow. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.